Okay, here we have 2 battalions. We'll start off with the Thousand Sons. That will be headed up by Ahriman here and a Demon Prince who will be the Warlord. The 3 troop choices are a 10-man squad of Rubric Marines with the Sorry Cannon, a 6-man squad of Rubric Marines who will ride in the Rhino, and a squad of 20 Zangors. We'll also have the 5-man Genestealer Cult, a Hellbrute with Heavy Bolter, and a Mauler Fiend. And then for the Demons of Tzeentch, we'll have the Changeling, a Herald of Tzeentch, a squad of Pink Horrors, squad of Blue Horrors, squad of Brimstone Horrors, an Exalted Flamer on Disc of Tzeentch, and 3 Flamers.
So in this battle report, I will be taking 2 battalions. With my first battalion, I'll be taking the Genestealer Cult. In the HQ slot, I'm going to be taking 2 Patriarchs. With one of them is going to have a little spell familiar, which is just set up on his base, as the other one is not. For the troop choice, I'm going to be going with 3 squads of hybrids, acolyte hybrids even. No special weapons apart from 1 squad of 8, 1 squad of 6 and 1 squad of 5, one with a banner. For my heavies, I've gone with 2 Leman Russes with heavy bolters and battle cannons, and then just for dedicated troop transport, I'm going with a Goliath. So for the Genestealers, I'm going to be taking another battalion with 2 flying hive tyrants with brain leech worms. For troops, I've got 3 units. For the first 2 squads of 10 Hormagaunts in each squad. For the third, I'm going with 22 Termagants. No special weapons, no upgrades, just bare bones. I'm then going to be going in with Venom Throats, 3 of them, just to give a little bit +1 to hit or -1 to hit on these guys, which will be quite handy. And then going with a Trigon. The plan is with the Trigon, is bring them up close to the enemy, and I'm going to try and bring out 22 of these straight onto the enemy's lines. That's the plan. So the table has been set. Today we're fighting on a planet that the Genestealer Cult has just taken over from the Imperium. They've already smashed the world, put it into the ground, with the Tyranids now turning up to start devouring the planet. But just as before, they're starting to assume the cult, Ahriman and his little men decide to turn up. There's an artifact on the planet they desire, and they will go at any lengths to take that artifact back before the Tyranids devour the planet. Today's mission, we're going to be going with Scenario 5 from the Itc Missions. I think the Itc Missions are really awesome. I really like the way they play out, so today we're going to give them a whirl. So for myself, I'm going to be taking Recon, Old School and Behind Enemy Lines. And Lee was going to be taking Reapier, Big Game and Kingslayer. With the objectives, they are already preset on the board. So we've got 1 in the center, which is just hiding behind the ruins, and we've got 1 at either end of the board. So evenly spread out, so it should make it nice and fun to get to all the objectives. The primary missions on this is hold 1 objective. So at the end of your turn, if you hold an objective, you get a point. If you hold more than the enemy at the end of the round turn, you get a bonus point. If you kill an enemy, kill a squad off, you get a point. If you kill more at the end of the round, you get a bonus point. To score the bonus mission, the end of the turn bonus mission, any character holding 2 or more objectives will score a bonus point for the turn. So Lee has finished deploying first, so he's going to get the +1 on this. So let's go for the roll off. Gone with a 1, opposed to the 5. Not really what I wanted. So Lee, it's down to you for turn 1. So end of movement phase. The Thousand Sons are starting to pull their way forward. First of all, end of movement. Terminators have dropped themselves down onto this objective. A unit has popped themselves down right next to the Leman Russes. I think Lee's planning on holding them up for next turn, stopping them from shooting. And over here, the Mauler Fiend's starting to pull themselves forward. And and we've got the screen, and then we've got the Demon Prince and the Exalted Flamer pulling themselves up from here. But no movement from the back. I'm guessing they're going to try and hold that objective at the back. So going into Psychic phase for the Thousand Suns. So Lee, what one are we going to go for first?
We're going to start with the Changeling, and we're going to try and cast his power, which is Gaze of Fate. So that gives a single reroll later that turn on the roll of a 6. So we'll see if we can get that off. We don't, so that's a failed psychic test. Coming across to the Demon Prince, he will try and cast a warp time on the Hellbrute in front of him. So that is a warp charge value of 6, and if he gets that off, that means he can move as if it was a movement phase. So that one, again, I don't get. So that is another failed psychic test, which is a shame because obviously that would have helped me to get that that objective there.
I'll definitely start putting some pressure on me to score some objectives.
Absolutely. I will try and have Ahriman cast Weaver of Fates on the Mauler Fiend in front of him, which will just increase his invuln save to a 4+ rather than a 5+, and that goes off on a 6. Ahriman does get +1 to his roll, so only needs a 5. Again, he fails it, so very poor start for the Psychic phase for the Thousand Suns. And the last power that I'll try and cast in this phase will be the Glamour of Tzeentch, which is a warp charge of 7, which just gives you -1 to hit, and again I'll cast that on the Mauler Fiend there. And that one does go, so that he will be -1 to hit for the remainder of the turn.
So going into Lee's shooting phase. So what's going to shoot first, Lee?
I'm going to have the Genestealer Cult Terminators shoot first, and they are going to fire their bolters and the Sword Cannon into these Venom Throats here, and then the Hellfire Missile Rack is going to fire at the Hive Tyrant that's visible to the guys there.
Awesome.
So, 1, 2, 3. 14. So the 14 shots from the bolters will go into the Venom Throats here, and they'll be hitting on 4s now because they're -1 to hit. So that's not a bad roll. Didn't cost me too much, that -1 to hit there. And they are strength 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Toughness 4, so 4s.
Wounding on 4s. So we get just 2.
Just
but
2.
But they're at -2 to your armor save.
So that one giving no saves on them at all. So 2 wounds, so 1 goes down to 1 wound. So we'll pop that onto that fella there.
And then the Soul Reaper Cannon will fire at them as well. And so that will also be hitting on 4s. So again, a pretty good roll. And this one's strength 5, so it'll be wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
So it's 2 wounds, and it's at -3.
And then let's push you onto 2.
There we go. And then last but not least will be the Hellfire Missile Rack, which is heavy 2. So, but Genestealer Cult Terminators ignore the heavy penalty, so they'll be hitting on 4s. Still 4s on the Hive Tyrant for 2 hits.
Wow.
That's good. It is strength 8, so wounding on 3s for 2 wounds. The AP on this is -2, and it's D3 damage each.
Right, I think it's going to be my 4-up invuln. I think that's going to be the way forward. There you go. Double 4. That's awesome.
Very nice. So that's all their shooting done. So the next to shoot will be the Hellbrute there with his heavy bolter, which is going to fire now. That's just going to fire into the Venom Throats as well. It's got a 36-inch range, so there's no issues with that. But it is a heavy, and obviously it will be -1 to hit for that, and then -1 to hit again
for movement.
So we'll end up actually hitting on 5s, but we'll try anyway. So we get 2 hits.
So still pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, could have been a lot worse. It is strength 6, so be wounding on 3s for 2, -1.
So 6 ups. Let's get some dice. And where's my other one? Let's get my big. So 1 goes through, popping him down to 1. Cool.
And for the end, that will be the end of my shooting because nothing else is in range yet.
And anything going into salt?
Yes, so the Zangors there are going to charge into that closest Lehman Rust there.
So if I adjust the camera, so we're going for these ones just here. Cool. And so we're going to do Overwatch.
Yeah.
For the cannon on top, 5. And even 6s. Not 1. And then the bolter, which I think is 3 shots. Heavy bolter.
Yes, it'll be 3.
Nothing?
No.
Right, I need you to roll low.
Yeah. So Zangors, they have the Brayhorn upgrade, which gives them +1 to their charge rolls. So I needed to roll an 8 rather than a 9. And he gets it 9 anyway, so it turns it into a 10. So they will be in.
Cool, awesome. Okay, so now going into the combat phase.
So the Zangors have piled in to the Lehman Russes and are hoping to get some attacks off. So out of all of them there, I've got 17 who are in range to attack. So I've got all the dice here, and we're just going to see what we get. So we're hitting on 3s. Oh, we've got a few railways there. Just pick out the misses. Looks pretty good overall.
Don't look too bad at all.
I think that's all of them. So take those out. And then, here we go. They are only strength 4, so that does mean they'll be wounding on 6s against the Lehman Russes, but you never know. This many dice. I see a couple there already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
6 saves at -1 for the blades.
-1, so 4 ups.
-1.
So let's take those 2. Let's take those 2. Actually, let's just go all casino.
We are gamblers.
Yep. 4 ups.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not
That's
too
1.
bad at all. So let's just pop 1 damage onto there. That's not bad at all. I'm happy on that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, Lehman Rust does get a couple of attacks back. And believe it or not, he does get 3 attacks. 3 attacks, hitting you on 6s.
Just roll that again.
That's it. Come on. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I did get 2 in there, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty darn cool. Right, strength 7.
Toughness 4.
So 3s. 2 damage.
And then it's 5 per Vinvon. Where are my 5s and 6s? So that kills 2 of them. So I will take just 2 off it. Oh, they're not. Let's take those 2 there. Perfect.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy on that. The Lehman Rust took 1, but gave 2 back. That's fantastic. So let's now move into the Genestealer Cult's next turn. Okay, so going into end of my movement. So we've got over here, we've got I spent a command point to roll 2 dice for the ambush result. I've got 5 and a 6, so I've gone with the 6, which then allowed me to advance up, so move as normal. So I'm right up next to his pink horrors. So hopefully that's going to be an easy combat phase for myself, hopefully. For the second unit, I rolled a 5, so I get a 3 round of shooting from there onto them, which we'll do in a second. And then I've got a 5 on here, which I'm just going to put next to the objective. So at the moment, it's going to give me 2 objectives. So 1 there and 1 here, because I've got objectives secured. But what it doesn't give me is the edge. So what I'm hoping for, the reason why I put it there, is to hopefully get into combat and have objectives secured. So I can pull that objective off. The only problem is the Terminator is going to be really, really hard because they've got the +1 to their saves on damage 1. And a lot of my weapons are just damage 1. So I'm really going to struggle to take those out, and I know that. And it's going to be quite a chuck away unit. But we don't know. I'm not going to write it off just yet. I could hope for a lucky couple of rolls. You never know. But let's go into the 3 round of shooting. So we'll go here first of all. And we're going to shoot into the... let's go with the rhino. I think that'd be a good shout. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So 6s, I guess.
Yeah.
So we got 1. That's cool.
3 up save on the rhino.
Yeah, just normal save.
G passes.
He saves. Well, that's fair enough. So then let's go with the 10 on the other side. Okay, so 10 over here. And not too bad. Just knocking the train out of the way. Okay, so 5s. So we've got 2.
So 2 up saves. And I just about made them both.
It was worth a shot anyway. So let's go into my shooting. Okay, so going into psychic phase. So first of all, we're going to do one of the patriarchs. He's going to go for mind control. And I'm going to go and try to control the minds of these pink horrors. I think that's a good little shout. Warp charge 6 goes off on a 9. Do you want to dispel?
Yeah, I'll try and deny it with the Herald of Tzeentch there. And it's denied.
That's a strong roll.
That's a great roll.
And then I'm going to go with the strength of, I can't remember what it's called now. The +1 strength and +1 attack, which is value 7. So 7 goes
That
off.
gets it. So Changeling will try and deny this one. It's denied again.
2 strong rolls. You can't do the psychic. You can't cast them, but you can definitely
stop
deny
them.
them. That's really, really good. I'm going to go with Smite from our little fella just here, which will be going into the Terminators. So on a 6.
Yeah, and he will try and deny it another time. With a 9.
Oh,
It's denied again.
I'm going to struggle. So over here, the Warlord is going to try to cast Cataclysm onto himself. I think that's probably going to be a good idea at this moment. Right, so no, I'm not going to command dice it. I'm going to allow it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this moment in time. Then I'm going to go with Smite onto these. Or shall I go for the horror? Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go cast horror, which is warp value of 6. Goes off on a 10.
Nothing in range to deny.
Cool. So with that one, you must subtract 1 from their hit rolls and their leadership characteristics.
Okay.
So that's really, really
That's
good.
fun.
It's really good. From the next one, we're going to cast Psychic Stream, and I think I'm going to do that into the Terminators. So Psychic Stream, can't even say it, is warp challenge, warp value of 5. So let's see if we can get it off. So it goes
it's
off.
Heralds.
Gonna command dice that one. Yes, okay.
Almost.
I wish that was Smite now.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to change that to Smite if that's alright. No, I'm joking. Okay.
So,
nothing to deny?
Demon Prince will try and deny.
Yes.
It's going to need to be an incredible roll for it. No, not
so
denied
close.
that time.
So let's put that. So we're going to go with the D3 Mortal Wounds onto the Terminators. So for 2.
Which will kill a Terminator.
So that reduces some of that down. Because they are a Psyker, I get to roll 2 dice. If I beat their leadership value of 8 on a 9, they also lose a psychic power. Randomly selects a psychic power they lose.
Okay, so then should we just roll on 1, 2, 3, they'll lose Smite. On 4, 5, 6, they'll lose Glamour of Tzeentch, which was the other power they had. Glamour of Tzeentch.
Glamour of Tzeentch, cool. I think that's not a bad roll so far. And then Smite onto the same unit. Okay, let's see if we can do that again. So for 8 for Smite.
So the Demon Prince will try and deny it one more time. And he doesn't.
Cool, there's the rolling that I was hoping for. For 3.
So it kills 1 and puts 1 down to a wound.
That's not a bad round of psychic phase. So moving into shooting. So first of all, we're going to shoot these into the Rhino again. So 7 shots. Not so Good. For 1. That's not bad at all.
3 up save. Jeff fail.
Oh, awesome. So we do get a wound on him. That's kind of what I'm after. Where should we go for next? We'll go with these here. So 10 shots. So now going in, we're shooting with the termagants into these. So needing 4s. It's not too bad. And then 4s again. So 3 wounds, please, sir.
So 5 up invuln save. And make 2.
That's not too bad. So firing the next lot of termagants into the same unit. So needing 4s. That's not bad at all. 4s again. That was a bit pony. So 2 wounds.
2 5-ups. And I failed both of those.
So now going in with the Flying Hive Tyrant at the same unit. So 24 shots, doing 3s. It's not too bad at all. Alright, let's get them in there. So now needing 3s to wound. It's not too bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shots. 12 wounds even.
Get some more dice.
Here we go. So
12 5-up invuln saves.
No pressure.
And make 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means 8 do die.
Ouch. So we're going to go with 10 from the hybrids, the acolyte hybrids over to here. So not too bad. Let's see if I can get these again. So needing 5s. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 wounds on the Terminators. So 3 1s if that's possible.
You could, yeah, unfortunately not.
Okay, we're going to go with the autocannon hitting into the Terminators. So 4 shots. Okay, because he's moved, it does mean he's going to take a penalty to his shooting. So he's now hitting on 5s. For 1. 3s. And he does get a wound in there. So -1.
Oh, perfect. 3-up save.
Ouch. I needed him to fail that. So what's going to go shoot next? Oh, the heavy stubber. So 3 shots. 5s again. That's not bad. 2 shots. Nothing. The boys in the back are going to... Can't shoot out. So the 5 models in the back for 3. Okay, 5s again. 2 more saves. 2 more. Come on. Where's the ones, Lee? Where's the ones?
Oh,
there you go.
One.
There's
that
the
kills
one.
1 Terminator because it's down to 1 wound. So that one will be dead.
It's an interesting model to put that wound on.
But it was the Sorcerer or it was the Hellfire Missile rack, so...
That's going to make it difficult to charge them now as well.
And that's the other reason.
Yeah, that's a really good one. So it just leaves now 1 Flying Hive Tyrant to shoot. Do I go for the Terminators or do I go down for these? Decisions. I need to kill a unit, that's for sure. Terminators are going to be my best shot, but in the same sense, they could also be a viable unit as well. Let's try this. So we're going to go with these. Let's shoot onto these. So 24 shots again. Okay, so 24 shots. Oh, still got some in there. Okay, so that's not too bad at all actually. So needing 3s. Cool. Let's get them back in the tub. Don't know about you, but I find it much easier running out of this. Give them a little shake. Kneading, freeze. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 saves. I think that might be enough to do it, but his rolling has been really good.
Up here.
Here we go.
I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is enough for them to survive.
Ouch. So how many have we got left?
So that would kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So just leaving one left.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you want the one closest to the objective?
Yes.
Yep.
Please. I'm sure you can kill me in combat anyway. But...
How many ones did you get out of curiosity out of that?
Wasn't many.
No. I just wondered whether it would have been a smarter choice to go on for the Terminators.
Wouldn't have been enough to kill 2 Tyranids
No.
at 4 wounds.
I think
I
definitely.
couldn't remember they would have had yet.
Yeah. Definitely gone for the right choice. I believe that is now all my shooting. So next phase, let's go into combat. And first of all, we're going to go with. This is the thing. I'm so tempted to those charging to him. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. No Overwatch. So
no Overwatch. So can't really fail it because I'm within an inch. So them straight into there. Let's pop you like so. Okay, and then we're going to go with. So for the next charge, we're going to go with the Patriarch and the Pure Strains onto the Pink Horrors. I'm also going to say that I'm also going to charge into the Blue Horrors as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to multi-charge.
Okay. 5 of the Pink Horrors can see, so they will fire their Overwatch. So that means they're 2 shots each, so it gives them 10. So hit on 6s, 4, 0. Oh no, for 1.
There's one there.
And their strength 4 with the Herald there. So I'm going to guess
4s,
which is not a wound.
Thank God on that. Okay, so I do want big numbers because I want to pull around the Pink Horrors for 10. So that's really good. Okay, so going in with my attacks from the Pure Strains first, going straight into the Pink Horrors. So here we go. So needing 2s, the Patriarch's given +1. So that's not bad at all. 4 misses so far. Wounding you on 3s?
Yeah, toughness 3.
Okay, so 1 Cox dice, which turned out to be a miss. Right, so that gives you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 saves.
Do you mind if I just use those dice?
No, you go for it, my friend.
So I did use the stratagem that gave them +1 for their inbound save for 2 command points, so we'll have a 3-up inbound save on there, which looks like it's been pretty effective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 go through. They are near the changeling, so they will get also their 6-up feel no pain. So let's see if any of those are saved from that. So that does save just 1 more, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are slain.
Now that was a really good little move because that now puts the Patriarch. If I advance 3, I'm not going to be within an inch of anything. So yeah, so that was really good. That's a good, really little shout. Good shout there. And so we're going to move into the next lot of combat, which is on the other side. So 10 dice for the next lot. 6, 10. Okay, now. Not so hot. Just double check they are what I think they are. Okay. Right, and then strength on these is only 3, so I need 5s to wound you. That I couldn't even roll that any better.
On tape.
Yes, so that's 5 5s.
5
wow.
ups are needed to save it as well.
So
not a terrible roll, but yeah, enough to kill that last guy.
okay, that's cool.
That's amazing.
That was absolutely, yeah, that's really cool. So ends of the combat. I'm going to leave those boys where they are. The Genestealers over the side. So you've got some, because I've salted into your blue horrors, you've got 2 attacks over there.
Yes.
To come with. Yeah, you might as well just pop them on. Yeah, that's it.
They'll be hitting on 4s for no hits.
Okay, cool. So end of combat. That's not bad at all. So let's move into the next 10. Well, actually, first of all, let's start working out points. That's going to be the key thing. So for this, we've got I've hold 1. Do I hold more than you? So I've got 1 to nope. So we draw on that, and I do apologise for the noise in the background. And I killed 1 and killed more than you.
Yes.
So before we go marching off into the next round, totally forgot, which is a bit of a schoolboy error for myself. So recon does mean I get old school. So I got first blood by killing a unit over there, which is really cool because I did nearly forget that. So that's first strike. And behind enemy lines, I've got 2 units behind enemy lines over here. Patriarch being 1, the Pure Strains being the 2nd. But I don't hold recon. But that's cool. 2 points is better than none. So that's putting me ahead at the moment. But I'm sure Lee's about to turn this around, going into his next turn. Something really, really strange is happening here. We are kind of haunted. Just a second ago, he was sat 9 inches away from here. We turned our backs, and as you saw, it was perfectly upside down. We ain't got a clue how that's happened. So that's really, really, really freaky. So I thought I'd chuck that into the battle report, because we don't know how that's happened. That has just blown our mind how that's happened. So let's move into Psychic. We'll move him back in a second, but at the moment that's fine. We know he's 9 inches away. So what we're going to go for firstly?
Well, before we start, I'm just going to use one of my stratagems, the Locus of Conjuration, which is a Tzeentch demon stratagem. Basically means apply it to a character, and any psychic unit within 6 inches of them re-rolls any failed psychic tests.
That's cool. So just before, in movement, Lee did use a stratagem, and he did jump his Demon Prince.
The relic on the Demon Prince is the Dark Matter Crystal, which allows himself to teleport once per game, 9 inches away from any enemy models.
So that's pretty good. So he's jumped from there to there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so another stratagem done there. So it's now putting you on to 4 command points.
It will be 3 because that's costs 2.
Oh, okay. So 3 command points.
But let's see if we can make some good use of it.
Yes.
So first things first, we'll try and do the Gaze of Fate on the Changeling, which is the one that allows me a free reroll later in the turn. And that's a warp charge value of 6, which I don't get, but thanks to my Locus I can reroll the test. And then I do get it, and then I perils. So that will be D3 mortal wounds on the Changeling there for 3.
Ouch.
But it really hurts because it's only got 4. So that actually wasn't down to 1.
And you can't even command point it because it's a reroll of a reroll.
Exactly. A power goes off at least, so I have to try and remember to use it. Next, I'm going to try and do a Flickering Flames from the Herald here onto the Flamers that have dropped in next to him there. So that is a warp charge value of 5.
And what does it do?
That adds 1 to any wound rolls.
Cool, so it does go off.
So it does go off, and they do get it then, so there's no...
So I'm going to try to deny it.
Yeah.
From my Patriarch. So
we're needing an 8 or higher.
Got it.
And getting an 8. It's a lot of denying in this game. And then the next thing I'll try and do from the same Herald, we'll try and smite that squad there. Failing, but again getting to reroll the thing, and then getting it with 9.
Cool. I've got nothing to deny it because I believe I can only deny 1.
So D3 mortal wounds on them, just for 1.
For 1, and if you can just take one of the back pure strains off.
That one there?
Yes,
I'll
please.
just put them to the side.
That'd be awesome. Thank you very much.
And then I would try and do the smite from the blue horrors, which is only a tiny smite. It's only on 1 dice, so needing a 5. But I'm getting to re-roll it, but not getting anything anyway. So that's the end of my sort of Tzeentch psychic phase over here.
Cool.
So we'll come over to the Thousand Suns. So we'll start with Ahriman, who will try and cast Prescience on the Mauler Fiend, which gives him +1 to hit. So that means that... So we'll go next to Ahriman, who will try and cast Prescience on the Mauler Fiend, which is a warp charge value of 7, and if it goes off, you can add +1 to the hit roll. So Ahriman gets +1 to a psychic test, so he needs to roll a 6 or better. And he gets it with an 11. Good, I didn't need another perils. So the Mauler Fiend will be +1 to hit.
That's really good.
I will also cast on him as well, Weaver of Fates, which again will increase his
+1
invuln save.
Yep.
Warp charge value is 6. Again, get it.
Goes off.
So that's fine. I will also, I may as well try and do a smite on them as well. So I'll do that now. So it's an 11, which makes it, I believe that makes it a D6 on them, just for 1.
Okay. Let's chuck that one away. Yeah, let's just do that one at the moment.
Perfect. The sorcerer here will try and do a tiny smite on them as well. So needing a 5 and getting it. So it's just 1 mortal wound.
Chances are, could the Mauler Fiend fluff it? Get a double run, double 1. No, let's just take another one away. Okay.
And the last psyker is the Demon Prince, who I'm a bit scared to use because he's near your nasty
Flying
warlord.
Hive Tyrant, yes.
But I do have the Gaze of Fate reroll that I could potentially use. So what I'm going to try and do is warp time the Demon Prince closer to the tank there.
Cool. I'm going to chuck a Stratagem down.
Okay.
Which means you can only roll. So this the Deepest Shadow. You can only cast that psychic spell now on 1 dice.
I don't know if it's possible to cast it on 1 dice. Oh no, it is on a 6. But you're also -1 to me, so it's impossible for me to cast it.
Yes, it means you just get Perils of the Warp.
So I automatically fail. Okay, so we'll just take D3 mortal wounds then. For 1. Which puts him down to...
It's a bit naughty, I know.
Okay, so that will be the end of my psychic phase then.
You gonna do any more psychic?
I don't fancy it after that.
Okay, I can only do that once.
Okay.
So you can still do the Diabolical Strength or Smite, whatever you want to go for.
No, I'll leave it at that, just because obviously if I do fail it, it's another perils, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite painful.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's go into shooting. Cool.
Yeah.
So 5 of the rubrics going into the Genestealer Cult there.
So hitting on 3s.
That's
Not bad.
that bad.
And then I guess the strength 4.
You need 3s again.
So 3s again.
We've got paper armor.
It's also at -2 to that armor for 4 saves.
For 4 saves. Believe it or not, I think again paper armor -2. Did you say?
-2.
-2. So 4 off. Cool. So Rhino next.
So he's going to fire the Havoc Launcher first of all into
Yep.
the guy there. So it's a D6 shots for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is heavy, but he didn't move this turn, so I'm still hitting on 3s. And it's strength 5, so it'll be wounding on 3s again. So 2 wounds at no minus and 1 damage.
Yeah. Another one dead. So the one I've been dreading is the Flamers of Tzeentch, going into the Pure Strains.
So it's 3d6 shots for 8 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they are obviously automatic hits. They're +1 to their wound roll, and they're at strength 5.
Okay, so freeze.
So that is 6 at -1.
Okay. Okay, so that's 3 more dead. So let's take them. Cool. And I think that's all you. Oh no, we're still.
I've got a bit more. So the flame on a chariot here will do its heavy shots at. Can't quite see the patriarch there, so I'll just fire them at the.
Unfortunately, still be going into.
Yeah, his character anyways.
Yeah.
So 3 shots hitting on 3s for 2, strength 9. So 2 wounds. It's at -3, and it's D3 damage each.
So 5 up invans. So 2 more. So we'll take you 2.
Okay. So that's the shooting done for this section of the board. We'll come to the Hellbrute next with his twin heavy bolter. So 6 shots. And he's just going to fire at the Termagant squad in front of him. So it is heavy, so I'm hitting on 4s.
And it's -1 because of the.
So it's hitting on 5s. In fact, it's the same result anyway. Strength 6, so I guess wounding on. Is it those toughness 3?
Yep.
So 2s. 2 wounds, -1.
-1, so 6s. Nothing, so 2 bite the dust. What else have we got to shoot?
It's just the Scarab Cult Terminators left now.
Oh yes, these 2 little ones creeping away at the back.
So they will fire all of their guns into the flying hive tyrant there. So the 4 combi bolter shots, and they're in half range, should be more than that. So combi bolter shots coming into the hive tyrant there. Miss, hits. But only strength 4, so they'll be wounding on 5s. It's not bad for 3. 3 at -2.
So we'll go with the 4 up in bun. I'm loving that.
And then the Hellfire missiles as well. So hitting on 3s, and then strength 8, so wounding on 3s again. So 1 wound at -2.
Okay, let's see if I can. 5.
Great. So that is all of my shooting then, I believe.
Awesome. So let's move on to going into combat. So Liam and Ross is going to start overwatching onto the big horrible demon prince floating in his background. So D6 for 4. 6s, so we've got 1 for nothing, and then the bolter 2 for nothing.
So do I make the charge? It's a 7, which wouldn't be enough, so I use my Gaze of Fate reroll to try and get something slightly better. I don't, and I'm not going to be able to roll.
No, you can't. No.
So it's a failed charge, I'm afraid.
It's worth a shot though.
It's worth a shot.
Definitely worth a shot. Okay, so out of that, so there's no combat, so we'll move now into the Genestealers next turn. So end of my movement, I pulled my Genestealer Cult just up to here with the Patriarch, just on the doorstep of the Terminators. No, I've got to deal with this Demon Prince, but I know he can hurt me more than I can hurt him. So Liam and Rusties are going to stay put. This might be a silly move or might be a good move, but I can now fire twice with a turret, so that could hurt him. I'm really hoping it can. The Hive Tyrant is going to be within range of 18 inches, so we can get 24 shots on him. Hopefully we can pump some damage into him, because I really need to do some damage to him at the moment. I'm not going to charge the Hellbrute, but my Genestealer, the little Termagants are just going to hold him back, hopefully. The Ermagulls, sorry, the Pure Strains and the other HQ Patriarchs just pulled themselves up. I'm going to try cast off some horrible psychic nastiness and hopefully try to control those flamers, try use them against them because they have hurt me really much. And then my other Flying and Hive Tyrant just pops him up top. So because I can't balance him, he is just into the other table quad, so give me recon to next turn. But we're just position him there so he doesn't fall off. Let's go into shoot. Let's go into psychic first. Let's not forget psychic, because that's going to be really important for myself this turn. Okay, so we're going to start with the Flying Hive Tyrant first, doing this psychicness onto him. So the first one we're going to cast has to be Catalyst first of all, just so we get the we can save him a little bit. which doesn't go off, which is a perils. But believe it or not, I'm going to command dice one of these because I don't really want to lose him, hurt him just yet. So it's command dice 1. It's a 5. I believe it still doesn't go off because I need a 6, so that hurts. But I don't perils myself, so that's pretty cool. So I'm happy with that. It'd be nicer if I got it off, but we're going to go now with horror, and we're going to horror his demon prince. So 4, and I needed a 6, so we know where I'm going with this already. So my psychic dice are not that hot. So we're going to go with psychic scream, and we're going to do that onto the Hellbrute. So it does go off on a 9.
I will try and deny with the Aspiring Sorcerer down here. It does go off.
Cool. D3 mortal wounds for 2.
Nice. Okay. He obviously doesn't know any psychic powers, so.
No, so he doesn't lose that. But because he's taken a mortal wound, or he's lost a wound, he gets to, on a 6 in a little bit, he gets to do his little rampage, which is really nasty. So hopefully you don't get a 6. So we're going to go with the Patriarch just over here. So with my little buddy over here, we're going to go with Mind Control, and you've guessed it, I'm going to go with Mind Control onto these lovely Flamers. So goes off on a 9.
Let's have those box cards again. Close enough for me.
Okay, we're going to go with a +1 attack. No, we're not. We're just going to go with Smite, which doesn't go off. So we can see how this is definitely going. The Patriarch here, we are going to go with the +1 strength, +1 attack, which that doesn't go off. And then we're going to go with Smite for 10.
May as well try and deny with the Terminator Sorcerer. And getting an 8, so it does go off.
Cool. So D3 for 3.
It kills 1 and takes the last one down to 1.
So that makes it a little bit easier when it comes to combat, hopefully. That's all the psychic over with. So that went really quickly. Okay, so going in for shooting next, we're going to go with the Flying Hive Tyrant first. I think this is probably going to be my best shout. Shooting into the Demon Prince. So let's go grab 24 dice. So 24 shots coming up. I would love to say 24 shots were prepared earlier, but I didn't. Needing freeze. So I can see a couple in there. So now needing 4s to wound this horrible Demon Prince. There's some there, so that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 10, 11. 11 saves.
11.
What can you do for us, Lee?
11 3-ups, I reckon. So I fell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the maths on that?
Ouch.
So that he actually has 7 left, so that does kill him.
Yes.
Bye bye.
I'm glad I didn't shoot the Lehman Russes into you now, because that'd have been a waste of. Would have been a waste of shooting. So for the next lot of shooting, I'm gonna go with over here. So I'm gonna do 10 shots from these boys into your captain. So pretty poor, and then 5s for nothing. Yeah, I can see that. And then we'll do the 5 out the back of there because we can. Let's see if we can see it actually. Which? No, they can just about see. Rolling like that, who cares? They can't. That is just shocking. Okay, so let's go with the the autocannon. So 4s, so 2, and then 3s for nothing. Wow, heavy stubber, 4s for nothing. Did I really just not hit you at all there? That is shocking. We're going to go with the Lehman Russes here. The first one is going to shoot into the Hellbrute. So what we're going to do, so they haven't moved, so they're going to fire twice. So 2d6 for 7. Seven shots, needing 4s. So 4 hit. 3s for 3.
Right, so what's the AP on it?
So -2 d3 damage.
So needing 5s, making 1, failing 2.
Okay, so 2 d3. Let's hope for something good. So for 2 more wounds.
Puts him down to 4.
So don't forget he can do that.
Yeah, crazed roll.
Yeah. So do you remember when you got to roll for it?
That's the end of the phase where he loses a wound.
Right. Okay. Cool. So that could potentially hurt. And then the heavy bolter into him. Nothing. Second battle cannon is going to do the same target. Oh, that's good. For 10 shots.
As I'm going to need him to explode.
Okay, 4s. Okay, it's not too shabby. 3s. 3 again.
So 3 5-ups. Again, I make 1 and fail 2. And it's 3. So he's down to 1.
Right, on that note, we're going to go with the Hormigants. So, how many we got there? 6.
Yep.
So, 4s. And 6s. Yes.
3 up saves.
Actually, I think it would have been 5s.
Oh, I failed 1.
Oh, no.
So, does he explode on a 6? No.
Oh, we missed our camera, but it was a no. Sorry for the juddering on the camera. So the next lot of shooting is going to be from the next flying hive tyrant. And I think now I can see your chariot. Is that the closest one?
Yes. He's not a character, actually. When they're on a disc, they're no longer characters.
Oh, they're not? Oh, okay. So we're gonna pop it, have a go at him. So let's pop this down. So 24 shots going into the chariot. So needing 3s. And it's not too bad. 3s again. I can definitely see why Aceface loves these flying hive tyrants, because they are really, really powerful. And now I can see why people spam them as well, because you have 4 or 5 of those on the board. That's going to be quite deadly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 saves. Ouch.
That's going to be painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have a 4-up inbound save. So I'll take that first. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 go through, actually.
That's really good roll.
Oh no, 4. That's a great roll. But I am within 9 of the changelings. Only 6s will be in a ignored wound as well. So only take 3.
Cool.
Which is great.
How does that put him down to?
That puts him down to 5.
Cool. That was really good rolling. That was really good rolling.
Fantastic saving.
Nothing else can see. So we're going to now go into the combat phase. So first of all, we're going to go. The acolytes are going to go into there. Not the acolytes, sorry. So the acolyte hybrids are going to go and try charge into Mr. Fellow on his own.
Okay, so turn it sorcerer. 4 shots on 6s. No hits.
Cool. So we're definitely in there. For 9 inches. With the final patriarch into them as well. And he's in. Cool. So that makes a good bit of combat going on there. Let's move over to the other side. So the Patriarch is going to charge into the tough one. Patriarch is going to charge into the Brimstones. He's in. And I can't really fail on the other ones, and they're going to charge into the blues. I can see the little floor I've just created for myself. But let's see how we go. Right, so let's work out what we're going to do combat-wise first. Okay, so we're going to go with the pure strains into the blues. Needing 2s because of the Patriarch. And then needing 3s.
Toughness 3.
Yeah. So 5 invulns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 5 up invuln on the blue horror now.
Wow.
So 1. And even that one on a 6 ignored. No. So 1 does go down.
That's really bad if I manage to fail that. Okay, and then the Patriarch, he's going to go into the brims. So I'll do his yep. So 2s. And then 2s.
Yeah, so this time it's the 6 up invuln. So make 2 of them, and then a 6 up to ignore the wound that I did take. No. It kills 1 brimstone as well.
So that's really good rolling.
That's great rolling. I can't be unhappy with that.
No, that's really good. Ouch. Okay, not what I was hoping for. But let's move now to the next lot of combat. Okay, so we'll go with the Patriarch first. So 6 attacks. Hit on 2s. And then 3s. So that's really good. For 5, one of them. Well, you're going to get your invuln.
Yeah. How much damage is it? Is it just 1 or is it more?
So for the Patriarch, on him is going to do D3 damage.
Okay, so they don't get the bonus. It will just be a 5 up invuln save then. So I've had to make 2 of the all but. So I do make 3, but I needed to make 4, so he will just die, unfortunately.
So that's end of combat and the end of round of this phase. So let's just recap over this round. So end of this round, I'm now holding 3 objectives. 1 in the centre, 1 where the Terminator used to be, and I've also got this squab over here. So that means I hold 1 and hold more than you, so I get a bonus 1. Killing, I've killed 1 unit here. The Hellbrute 2, so it means I killed 2 and killed more.
Yes.
Yes, cool. Right, so let's go into Lee's next turn. So end of Lee's movement phase. The Thousand Suns are starting to pull themselves forward, and then we've got the Morlething pulling himself up closer to get behind enemy lines. Okay, so who's going to be casting first?
So I have the Herald first with his Flickering Flames, so needing a 5 and getting that comfortably with a 10.
I'll let that one go off.
Okay, so that one is good. Sorry, it's that one there. And he'll also try and do a smite on the nearest enemy unit, which would be those Genestealers there. And he gets it with an 8.
Am I within 24 inches? That would be the question.
You've got this guy.
Got a Patriarch. What else have you got to come off there?
So I've got the Changeling can cast, and obviously Ahriman over here, but over here that would be it then. And the little smites from the horrors.
Yeah, okay. So the Changeling's still got a couple of things as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to let that one go.
Okay, so D3 on them. For 3.
So take 3 pure strains off. I can't stop that.
Yeah, so I just move them backwards for now. The Changeling then will try and do a smite as well. And getting it with a 7.
I'm tempted to let that one go. No, I'll try to take that one off. So, okay. Stopped.
7. Yeah, okay. And then, so I'll try and do the Blue Horror Smite on a 5+. Yes, so that's 1 mortal wound.
I've only got 1 more there and not yet,
Yeah.
so take him off.
So that's that unit.
Can't
wiped.
stop that.
Perfect. Coming to Ahriman then, he will try and cast Prescience on this squad of rubrics here, needing a 7, effectively needing a 6.
Yep. Is he within range?
Oh yes, so it will be, is it an 18? Yeah, it is. So yes, okay, so that would then be a failure. That wouldn't go off.
So failure.
I thought it was only on the Warlord.
So enough to make Lee panic then. It is only more Warlord, which I was a bit of a tease. More Warlord's nowhere near him, but it was worth to make him.
Make me nervous.
A little bit of trolling going on there.
So Ahriman will try and do a smite on the Hive Tyrant there as well. 4, 5, 6, 7. So it ends up being a 7 because it's +1, -1.
Yep. So we're going to try to dispel that on him. Doesn't stop it.
So D3 mortal wounds on him for 3.
Ooh. Okay. So let's pop him up there for a sec.
And then I may as well try and do Weaver of Fates on. Do on that squad of rubrics there. So needing a 7. +1, -1, so it does go for them as well.
Cool. So +1 save.
+1
inbound save. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, so that is the end of my psychic phase now.
So going into shooting, who are we going to shoot?
Shooting phase, I will start with the flamers here. So they will all be shooting at the Patriarch there.
Yep.
So 3d6 shots. 4, 5 for 10, same as last time actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they are they did get the flicker and flame, so they're strength 5. So what would that be wounding on?
So toughness 4, so 3s.
So it ends up being 3s, which is pretty good. In fact, it's very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -1.
Okay, so I need some 5-ups going on here. That's not bad. It's only
3.
Only 3.
Okay, so shooting next will be the Exalted Flamer on disc. He's going to shoot backwards into the Flying Hive Tyrant there. He'll use the heavy weapon profile, so he'll be hitting on 3s for 2, and a strength 9, so he'll be wounding on 3s for 1 at -3, and it's D3 damage.
4 up. Thanks, Morlafine.
He helped you out there.
That was a proper. I will stop that in its tracks. Awesome, love that.
Okay, so let's we'll quickly go on to the Rhino, who will shoot everything it's got into those termagants there.
Yep.
So there's combi bolter shots first, so needing 3s, and then needing 3s again. So that's 1 wound on
12.
them. Sorry?
Is it within rapid fire range?
Probably is actually, isn't it? Yes, it would be. So if I roll 2 more dice, then there's 2 more hits, 2 more wounds, so 3 wounds.
5s, so 3 bite the dust. So we'll take those 3.
And then I'll Havoc launcher them as well. 4 shots, heavy, so hitting on 4s for 2, and the strength 5, so 3s. So 1 more wound there.
No, I can't save these ones.
I'll come then onto the rubrics down here, who are all but 2 in range to fire at the Hive Tyrant, so they're all going to do that.
Makes sense.
I just need to count out some dice. So 7 shots into the Flying Hive Tyrant, hitting on 3s. Oof, getting a lot of 1s, not close enough to Ahriman to reroll them, unfortunately. Winning on 5s for none.
Ouch.
And then I'll quickly chuck the Soul Reaper Cannon on as well. That's 4 shots on 3s. Then again winning on 5s for 3. It's at
So
-3.
3 6s.
3 6s
Wow.
there.
So 3 4-ups. Makes 1. Damage?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, so that's pretty cool.
And then I'm just going to move directly to the next squad of rubrics there, who will do exactly the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Just check if they're in rapid fire range. No. 3, 4, 5. So hitting on 3s again. That's more like it. And wounding on 5s.
Dice are getting hot.
So just 2 at -2.
Okay, so 2 4-ups. There you go, we've made them.
Make them both.
That's a powerful invan.
It is a fantastic inval. I think that is the end of my shooting phase, actually.
Anything trying to go
I'm
into
actually
combat.
going to charge the Exalted Flamer into the Genestealer there.
Yeah, the Patriarch. I
Yeah.
can't.
Can't Overwatch me, so let's see if I
Overwatch.
make it in. 5, that's not going to be enough, I don't think. No, not quite.
No. It's worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
Cool, so let's go into the Genestealer's turn. Okay, so end of movement. The Trigon and his little bunch of merry men popped into the corner. Had to bring him in this turn. If I could held him another turn, it'd be cool. But I need to keep him in for... I need to get recon. So I need to behind enemy lines and recon. So I did need him in. And then over here, the Patriarch's moved himself forward. One flying hive tyrant's just going to stay put. The other one's pulled himself over, just to give Ahriman a little shake up. And then we've got the Living Russes staying still. These boys have pulled themselves back, just trying to pull themselves away from the Maul of Fiend. I'm surprised the Maul of Fiend's not caught up with them already, so it's moving a bit slow. The Goliath has pulled himself forward, so advance, trying to get into that table quarters. And then over here, at the end of this turn, I'm quite tempted to go back into the shadows, which I will. So end of turn, the movement phase, he goes back into the shadows. So next turn he can come up, roll on the ambush chart. Cool, so let's go into shooting. Okay, so psychic wise, we are going to go with Psychic Stream on the Hive Tyrant up top, going into Ahriman. So let's pop the camera there so we can capture the dice rolling. So 2 dice, warp charge 5. So it does go off on 11. So Ahriman.
He can deny 3, so I might as well try it. No,
No.
Almost the opposite.
Okay, so D3 mortal wounds, first of all. For 1.
Okay, so put him down to 4.
And if I can beat your leadership...
Which is 9.
Well, it's worth a shot. That could have taken one of your psychic spells, so I did need that. For then the second one, I'm going to go with Smite, which would be the nearest unit, would be, I'm guessing, the Rhino.
Yeah.
So let's go for that. For 9.
Okay, I'll let that go through, I think.
Cool, so for D3, for 1, that's probably a good shout. And then the second one, he's going to do Cataclysm onto himself.
Get some perils.
Command point that goes off on a 6, and I believe I need a 7 for Cataclysm. No, it's a 6, so I've got it.
So I will try and deny it with Ahriman here.
No, double one. Oh, if that had been a psychic.
We both wanted to perils there.
Yeah, so we need to adjust my command points in a sec. And then we're going to go with, on him, his second one is the horror. Who do I want to do this on if I'm going to do anything? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Smite, I think would be the best bet. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to cast horror onto those boys.
Okay.
So, goes off on...
I think it's a 7.
Yes, a 7.
So again, I'll try and deny it. No.
No, not quite. Okay, cool. So, with horror, 24 inches, and it does mean that your next, to the end of your next phase, it's -1 to hit all your hit rolls and 1 to your leadership characteristics. So that's really, really good. We're going to go for the next one. We're going to go with the Patriarch in the corner. And he's going to do his mind control onto the flamers again. So see if we can get that off. Nope. And then we'll go for Smite. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go with Smite. Nope, and that doesn't go off neither. So we know definitely where my psychic side's going. And it's not going to my favour. Oh man, that really... Let's forget about it. Let's go straight into shooting. And so the first thing I'm going to shoot is going to be the brain leech worms from my warlord into the little dudes there. So we know it's 24 shots. 4, 5, 10, 15. So a lot of shots. Okay, so freeze.
That might be the most you've missed.
I think that is probably been my poorest shot round. Okay, so freeze again. So that probably was my poopiest round of shooting with him. So only 6 wounds.
2 up saves as well.
Yes.
So watch all the 1s come out now. So 1 goes through.
1's better than none, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. Well, I'm not. I'd have hoped a little bit more from that. The next one's going to shoot into the rhino. So same thing again. Okay. Freeze. I think that's much better.
Doing on 5 though.
Yes. Getting 2 stuck at the bottom. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
5, 6. Okay, so 6 3 up saves. And I fell 1, 2 of them. So it puts me down to 6 wounds.
To be fair, I think that's still the best target. You'd have definitely shrugged that off. So for Lehman Russes, we're going to go. They're now going to shoot straight into the back one. It's going to shoot into the rhino.
Yeah.
So it hasn't moved. It's going to fire that turret twice. For 10 shots. 10 shots. So 6, 8, 10. So 4s. That was a bit poopy. For 1.
Okay.
That's massive. So -2 D3 damage.
So I take my 5 up demon save, which I make 6.
Cool. On the rhino.
Oh, was that on the rhino? What was the AP on it?
-2.
Oh, so I would have made it on a 6 up anyway.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Demon save on the rhino.
Heavy bolters probably well out of range. Is it 36 inches on? Sure, what's the?
I think it is 36.
Do you know when your mind goes blank? 36. It is 36. So
Oh, that'd be in range.
yeah. So 3 shots for 4. 3, sorry. For 1.
Okay, so -1, isn't it? So needing a 4 up, which I
Yeah,
make.
you're cool. Second one is going to do the same thing. So not moved.
Wow.
Okay, so dice roll is going hot for 1 and for 1 wound.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 2. Sorry, that's off camera. I rolled a 2.
That's all right.
So goes through. But that's only 1 damage, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was
That's 5. That wasn't fantastic.
no, it wasn't too bad. I say we're going to go with the trigon at the back. 6 shots into 6 shots going into your Thousand Suns. For 4. I think it's 4 actually. Double check on that.
Yeah.
We'll double check. So do apologise. This is one time I've got to check the rules. So strength 5.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
would be all 4 of them. And any AP and damage?
I don't think there is, but I will again double check.
So if there's not, then they're all passed.
Which it wouldn't surprise me in one little bit. Did have the page and I've just gone past it. No.
Yeah, so they do make that with their thanks to the ruler's dust rule.
Yeah, that makes them really like Terminators.
They are, yeah, infantry terminators.
And I think that is all the shooting. So not great on the shooting front on that. So let's go for combat. So the let's move the camera. So we're going to go with the first of all Patriarch just here. Going to go charge into the blue horrors.
Yeah, and they can't overwatch, so
can't fail it neither. So they're going to go in, but we're going to have a go at doing the guys at the back. They're going to have a go at trying to charge into your Thousand Suns.
yeah.
So
they will overwatch. And I'll start with the flamer that's in the squad. So that gets us D6 shots for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strength 4.
Is it 9-inch flamer?
Oh yes, of course, it'll be 9, so it'll actually be out of range. Okay, so let's ignore that. Let's do the bolters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a pistol. But they will be in rapid fire range, so it's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a pistol. Okay, so hit on 6s. For 1.
One's better than none.
Strength 4, so it'd be 3s. So it's 1 wound at -2.
So 1 just bites the dust.
And then I'll do the Soul Reaper cannon as well. So hitting on 6s. No.
Okay, so some big numbers. Command dice that. For 9.
That's a great use of command point.
That was yeah, I really needed that. That was crazy. All the way down to 4 now.
4, yeah.
Okay, so only 10 can get in there. 2 attack seats. There's 20 hits going on to them. So let's grab up some dice. Where's all the dice gone when you need them? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so here we go. So 4s. I'm sure they used to hit 3s in the past. No, it wouldn't have been, I suppose. Okay. 4s again. Wow. Oh. Do you know what I'm forgetting? The reroll. Yeah, the rerolls. I don't know what I would have got on the last one, but
At least you can get some of those ones.
so for 4.
4 2-up saves then.
Yep, that's
Make them all.
yeah, I thought that might be the case. So we'll do combat here. For 6. Here we go. So all hit. 2s. It says 5 wounds.
So 5 up saves.
Can be done.
Can I do it again? No, so 3 go through, but changeling 6 up for no pain, saves 1 more, so 2 do go through.
So that's cool. So potentially you could lose some in the
You could lose 1 in morale at that point.
yeah. It's a possibility. So
It's possible.
Possible that. So that's all I can do for this turn. So it's your tax back on your.
On my some blue horrors then, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could attack. 4, 5. So hitting on 4s. For 1, strength 3. So it would not be a wound. And then the rubrics over here, 4 could attack. And they'll be hitting on 3s. And they'll be, are they toughness 3?
Yeah.
So winding on 3s. So for 2.
So you do better than me. Oh, it's a nice little scare tactic. That's about all they can do. So maybe if they're going into another target, it won't be so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so end of that game. At the end of that game, oh sorry, start again. At the end of that turn, what did I kill of yours? Nothing this turn, did I?
Didn't wipe a unit that turn, I don't think.
Nope. Did you?
I took out the Genestealers.
Yes. So you score. You kill more.
Mm-hmm.
You kill 1. You kill more. Objective wise, you hold 1.
I'm holding.
I hold 1.
I'm holding 2.
And I'm holding 3.
And you're holding 3. Yeah.
Cool. So I think that evened up quite nicely on that. And then for secondary, I've got recon, and I've got quarters again still.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure if your Genestealers were 10, then I would get a point for that. If they started as a squad of 10.
They started as squad of 10.
So that's an extra point for
So
that.
that's an
as
extra
well.
point for yourself on that. Yes. So cool. So not that one. No, I don't get that one. Cool.
Perfect.
Let's go into the 1,000 Suns next turn. Okay, so end of movement. 1,000 Suns. The Brimstones have just pulled them. Not the Brimstones. Sorry, the Blue Horrors have pulled themselves back, which is not a bad shout. I would have thought the Rubrics would have pulled out and then a little swap over, but that's cool. And then what else? Is anything else moved? I think that's
the Mauler Fiend.
Oh, and the
charged
Mauler
up the field
Fiend
quite
did
a lot.
Yeah, so he's now somewhere where I don't want him to be. Can't charge this turn because he advanced, but still a horrible threat next turn. Cool, so let's go straight into Psychic.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is try and do a smite from the Blue Horrors into the Genestealer guy there. On a 5, no, doesn't go off. I'm also going to try the same on a Brimstone. Attempting it will kill one, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it sometimes for a mortal wound. I will have the Changeling do a smite on him as well. Getting it with a 12, I'll have to re-roll one of those with a command point. So that puts it on a 9.
I'm going to try to deny it with this fella here. Nope.
So D3 mortal wounds does just 1.
So puts me down to 2.
And then the Herald will do a smite as well on him. Getting it with a 7.
I don't know if I'm in range to deny on that one.
Do you want me to check?
Yeah, give it a quick shot.
Not quite.
No, okay, we'll let it go through.
So D3 on that for 2.
So he's dead.
Which kills him off.
Oh well, he done what he needed to do.
He did.
So
okay, so Ahriman will try and do a smite. Now he's not the closest, he'll try and smite the Hive Tyrant again. And getting a 6. But obviously you are managed to deny that if you want to.
Yep, is he within 18?
He is, but he's +1 and -1.
Yeah, cool. So let's go with the first one trying to deny.
Yeah, 6.
So yeah, I can't.
So it's not denied. So D3 more wounds, or just for 1 more.
Okay, so then that puts him down to 5. Or no, would they be the nearest ones?
I think he would be closer.
We'll measure it out.
So it's about the same, I would say. About 14 in both cases. It's obviously hard to get a gauge of it because it's not flat. But I would say that when they're equidistant, it's player choice, isn't it?
Just
so,
leave on the wall. Leave on the flying hive tyrant.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll try and do a prescience on the rubrics here. So needing a 7, which I don't get, and then I will try and do a temporal manipulation on the rhino, which heals it back D3 wounds.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw that card back down for command point.
Yeah.
To
roll it on 1.
Yeah.
So I need to roll it on a 6. So Ahriman can do it, but he needs to roll an actual 6. I roll a 5, so it doesn't go off.
That's cheeky. Yeah. It's that has to be done.
That's fine. The sorcerer here, now that he's actually in range something, we'll do a Tzeentch's Firestorm on these guys here.
Yep.
So needing to roll a 7, which I do. Does this guy give me a minus?
No. No, he's not.
Okay. He's not a Shadow in the Warp.
I'm pretty sure he's not. No.
7, 8. So it's 9 dice, and for every 6 is a mortal wound on this squad. So it just does 2 mortal wounds.
That's painful. Do you want to just take 2 from the back?
2 from the back. There we go. And then I'll have the Aspiring Sorcerer down there do a tiny smite on the nearest Hive Tyrant as well. And getting 1 more wound. But obviously you can deny it.
Yeah, and I'll go for that.
So not denied.
No.
So it's just 1 more wound.
I guess the Warlord's closest now, isn't he?
Yeah, I would think he probably is.
Cool. So we'll slap a wound onto him. Awesome.
And that will be the end of my psychic phase.
So shooting.
Shooting phase, we'll start with the Rhino. So the combi bolter in rapid fire range against it. Everything's going to go into the Hormagaunts basically.
Yeah, no worries.
So hitting on 3s, not very effective there. Wounding on 3s, no. D6 shots from the Havoc launcher, 4. Hitting on 3s. Oof, whiffing this one. And then wounding on 3s for 1 wound.
So just leave me 1 left, I believe.
Leaves you 1 left, which is annoying for me because obviously I don't clear you off the objective. But never mind. So next shooting will be the Exalted Flamer, who will shoot at the flying hive turret behind him. And so 3 shots hitting on 3s, so 3 hits, and then wounding on 3s again for 2 at -3, and then d3 damage each. So 1 goes through.
I'm going to command dice that.
So none go through. Okay.
So that puts me down to 2 left.
These rubrics here will shoot at the more weakened hive tyrant.
Yep.
So it's got 4 guys there in rapid fire range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 there, and 1 shot for the pistol. Hitting on 3s. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And then wounding on 5s. 4, 2 at -2.
So 4 ups. So take 1 takes in.
It's just 1 damage.
Cool. Awesome. So
The only tiny bit of shooting I've got left is I'm just going to fire the pistol from this guy into that crowd. So on a 3, then on a 3 again. So it does 1 at -2.
which one more dice?
Yeah. So I'll just take 1 back, I guess. Okay, so that will be the end of shooting, I think.
So combat.
So charging, I'm going to charge the Mauler Fiend into the Venom Throats.
Can he do it if he's advanced?
Oh no, sorry, he can't. Yeah, so I'm getting carried away now. So I don't think there's any other charges, then it's just ongoing combat. So I think it's just down here.
Yeah, so you go first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are in combat range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do the normal guys first. So they'll be hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s as well. So just for 2 wounds.
I just can't seem to save him. Okay.
2 from the back.
Yeah, please.
And then the sorcerer gets 2 attacks as well. He gets 2 attacks, sorry. So 1 hit, and it's strength 6, so winning on 2s. And then again, it's at I think it's at -1.
6s.
There we go.
Ouch, that's quite painful. Okay, so I'll do my 10 attacks back. 4, 5. So we've got there 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We roll the 1s. But don't get it on the wounds anymore. So for 4, sorry, Ahriman.
So 4 wounds, 2 up saves. They make them all.
Oh, come on.
So those 2s, it makes a big difference.
That does make a massive
Actually,
difference.
you roll more 2s than anything else in the game.
Okay, so what I'm going to do at the end of that phase, morale, I'm just going to use my last 2 command points, just auto pass those. And then I think that makes you score 1.
Yeah.
Kill 1. No, you haven't killed anything yet, have you?
Did I kill the... No, yeah, I killed the Genestealer guy in the psychic phase.
Yes. So you killed 1 and hold 1 so far. Cool, so let's go into Genestealers. Okay, so end of my movement. Trigon's pulled himself up. I brought the other Patriarch back into the party from the shadows. Pulled him up from to there. And then over here, we're just creating a little line to stop the Mauler Fiend pulling itself forward towards the Leman Russes. Leman Russes stay still. Forgot to move him too late. Probably can still reach. And then the Flying Hive Tyrants have dropped down to here. So let's go into my Psychic phase. So first of all, we're going to go with Psychic Scream. And we're going to do that upon... I think we're going to go for the Changeling. I think that's going to be a good little shout. So, goes off on an 8.
We'll try and deny it. And I do not. There's D3 more wounds anyway, isn't it?
For 1, and I think that was his last win.
On a 6 up, he will survive. No.
Oh yeah, forget about that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
That
really,
would have
really
been
good.
amazing.
Going to go with Smite onto Ahriman. for a 3. As you can tell, I don't do well when it comes to that. And then I'm going to go with horror, which I'm going to cast that off onto. Yeah, I'm going to make it harder for the Thousand Suns over there to do what they've got to do. Just cast that, and that doesn't go off. Smite into Ahriman goes off on 11.
It's a big one.
So
Alright, Ahriman.
no pressure.
Need that box card. No.
So these. Oh, let's just cast that. Well, it's double 2.
Yeah. So he takes 2.
That was pretty cool. But it's still pretty cool. So it's guaranteed 2. So, and then mind control. So I'm going to go with the Patriarch at the back there. So we're going to go with mind control. The thing is, can they actually see anything? That'll be the question. Let's just pop the camera down for 2 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go with mind control for a 5. Pretty sure it's a 6 on that, so even a 7, so that doesn't go off. So we're going to go with a smite. I'm going to definitely lose that dice for 10.
Again, I'll try and deny with the sorcerer there. No.
So D3 for 1.
This guy can come away.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's all the psychic. So psychic's done quite quick. Let's go straight into shooting. So we're going to go with the brain leech, the electric worms from him into those boys. So 6 shots. 3. Need 1 more. So 1 fails.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Is that 5?
Yes, I believe it is.
5. 2 up saves though. Fail 1.
That's not bad. That's not better than I was hoping for. And then we're going to go with shooting. So we're going to go 24 shots from him into Ahriman. So pop the camera down while I count. So 24 shots. And you did just curse me. That was really painful.
I think it'll be more painful for me.
Still toughness 4 on the...
Yeah.
Okay, so freeze. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 saves.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So coming in with his lucky
7, 8,
Thousand Suns dice.
9, 10. Needing to make 8 of... No, need to make 9 3-up saves. And I can see I failed. Only actually 2. But he only has 2 wounds left, so it does kill him.
That's 1 less psycho.
Statistically perfect.
It's 1 less psycho I need to worry about on the board. And I'm going to go with the next lot of shots. And I'll pump the next 24. Okay, here we go. So freeze. Oh. So that one was a 4. Another 2 there. Here we go. Toughness 4, aren't they?
Yes.
So that was not great. Okay, so that's 7 saves. Oop.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4-up inbounds. Ooh, and they fell. That's 1 dead and 1 down to 1 wound, which isn't so bad, I suppose.
No, it's not so bad. And then we're going to go with the Lehman Russes. I think they're all going to shoot onto the Mauler. Yeah, so we're going to go all of them onto the Mauler. So the first 2. So for 8 shots. So I need 1 more dice. Okay, so needing 4s. And then freeze. for 3.
Okay, 5 up demon saves. I make 2 and fail 1.
For D3.
2 damage.
And then I'm going to go with the heavy bolter straight into him as well. So 3 6s.
Wow.
I could have rolled better for that. For nothing. Oh, I suppose that evened itself out. Right, so let's go with the second battle cannon doing the same thing. For 5. For 2. For 2 damage.
So 5 up demon saves then. Again. No, they both go through.
And for, come on, big numbers. So for 3.
So 5 damage taken total now. So it's down to 7.
So then 10 termagants. Now these boys are going to be the ones that's going to do it. I can feel they've got it in them. Come on, 6s. All 6s this time. There you go, for 2.
Any armor on that? Any armor?
No.
So 3 ups. And fails 1. So down to 6.
So that's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. And that's all. So the auto cannon from there shooting into the blue horrors here. Oh, 2 more dice. For 2. For 1.
5 up. Which I make.
Cool. That is everything. It just now goes down to combat. Do you know what? For the sake of it, I'm going to charge the flying hive tyrant into that rhino.
Okay, so I will overwatch. So my 4 combi bolter shots on 6s for 1 hit, wounding on 5s. There is a wound.
No, takes a wound.
Takes him down by 1. And then the Havoc launcher D6 shots for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hitting again on 6s for 1, and then wounding on 5s for 1.
Wow.
No,
Cool.
Save that one though.
We saved it. That's all right. So can't fail that.
No.
And then we'll go for the next one's going to charge in as well. It's the same unit. And I think he's in. Double check. Yeah. Thank you very much. No, he's out.
I think he's out, yeah.
Miles out, miles out. Okay, cool. So let's move into combat. Okay, so let's go with the flying hive tyrant first. So the white one's going to be the tail. So needing 3s. And then... Wow.
Not fantastic.
No, that was a bit pony. So then we'll go with the 10 attacks there. Really needed to thin that line down a bit. 6, 8, 10. That's not bad. I just need that again. So let's give it a good old roll. Shake up and there you go.
Still great, yeah.
That's not bad at all. So 5 1s, please.
See what I can do for you. No, you can't have any.
Yeah, I thought that could have been it. So your attack's back, my friend. So Rhino first.
So Rhino, in his profile now, he has 5 wounds, so he gets D3 attacks. 1, and he hits on a 6 anyway. No. The rubrics here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that can fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 normal attacks on 3s. And then on 3s again. It's 4.
Kind of rolled that off camera. There's 3 dies there.
And then the Sorcerer will attack as well, so 2 attacks. And then I'm eating a 2. And yeah, -1. Which is,
well,
that's
that
the one he
makes a
makes.
change. It
Yeah.
makes a change. Cool. So at the end of that round, let's count up. So at the end of the round, I'm still holding 3 objectives, and I did forget to charge the Patriarch into the Thousand Suns. To be fair, from here, it's kind of hidden away, out of sight, out of mind. And over here, we've got 1 over there, 1 here, 1 here, so that means I hold more. So that's 2 points there. Killing wise, I've killed Ahriman and the Changeling, so I killed 2, and that's 1 more than yourself.
Units or models, is it?
Units.
Then yes, it'd be 1 more.
Yeah. And then I've got recon again, and I've also got behind enemy lines.
Yes.
No, I don't think I do actually now, because I think I've done something silly. Can you do me a favour? Just measure up the...
So if it's 6 inches.
It's got to be 12 inches behind your...
That's 10, so it's 9.5 within, so...
So he's got that on?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Okay, cool. So that was probably a bit silly. Okay, that's cool. So still happy, still got that. So let's score it up and let's work out what we're on point-wise now.
Guys, thank you for taking the time to watch that video. That was an absolutely awesome battle pet rep for myself. I don't know what you found about it, Lee.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I was saying to you earlier, it's the first time I've played any of the ITC missions.
Yep.
I'm used to just playing the normal Games Workshop Maelstrom missions or the Alternative War missions. Not to say those are bad, but this felt more balanced. It was certainly interesting having the option of the things that your secondary objectives.
That's pretty cool, because with the Maelstrom, you'll get city cards that you can't then pull back if you get cards that you've got no way of getting to a certain objective and your opponent's already too far ahead. You really start to struggle.
Yeah.
And that was one of the beautiful things about the ITC missions, that you can then customise those to where you want them to be, which is awesome.
There's nothing worse than pulling out a Maelstrom card that's domination in turn 1, or if you're playing a gunline army and it says the first one you draw is advance and get everything out of your deployment zone, because that's not really how you're going to play.
No, that's it. So yeah, the missions are really cool. So I see you've chosen your 2 units of choice for the mission that you found really good at this last game.
I think the Flamers, they just put out a great amount of firepower for their cost. When you combine them with the Herald to give them +1 strength, they're wounding most sort of Marine equivalents on 4s. Then
that were really good.
If you then cast the Flickering Flames, as I tried to do, they end up wounding most things on 3s. Which is quite strong. With a -1 on the AP, they can put out quite a lot of damage.
And plus, they've got a nice invulnerable save.
4+ invulnerable save.
2 wounds or 3 wounds?
2 wounds each.
And so that's really, really good. That's kind of like Terminator stats on the wound lines. Shame that if they'd been better on the toughness, but even still.
Yeah, I mean you can make them. You can put them on the disc to make them tougher. You can have the Exotic Flamer, which I also had.
Yep.
Does lose the character keyword. But
then
again,
you're moving around quite fast.
14-inch movements. So
yeah, so you can't really not. That's a good little trade-off, really. You can get them to where you need it to go.
Absolutely.
However, having the character word, at least you can then hide them behind stuff behind the enemy line. Sorry, spit my words out there. You can hide them behind your own troops, so make them more survival, which is really cool.
Yeah.
A bit annoying for your opponent, but it works in your favour when trying to put, move them around for shooting. So that's cool. For me, oh sorry, go on. I forgot.
I've got the rubrics as well. I play probably a squad of 10 of these in every game I play. They don't always perform, but today they're unmovable. They were, I know that
struggled.
Yeah, they, like you say, against small arms fire, they're Terminators, and their guns are pretty good. The AP -2 can be quite effective, if nothing else, forcing things to take invuln saves.
I really, really struggled against them. I just could not. I found them hard to shift. And I was just praying for those ones, and when I did get those ones, I was quite thankful for it, because that's quite an expensive little.
Yeah, I think they're about 20 points each,
which is not cheap at all.
Which is not cheap.
But they've done you justice. That's the main thing. They've done you well. For myself, I ain't gonna lie. It has to be those.
Yeah, they're incredible.
They were really, really awesome. I understand why John uses so many of these in his list. They are very, very strong, very, very powerful, and very, very annoying if you've got these floating around your back lines. 24 shots, they really do tear things up quite easily. And to be fair, towards the end, I was struggling to take his Thousand Suns troops off. Wasn't seeing a lot of 1s in there because of the 1 damage. But even still, most things like vehicles and things like that, they were doing what they were meant to do.
Getting 4 or 5 wins a turn on most things are easy.
Yeah. So if I was going to do a tournament, I definitely would have at the moment, if there's nothing happening with the chapter proof, these I would definitely have more of. That's no shadow of a doubt on that, because the amount of firepower they can pump out, they really do.
It's all the secondary benefits as well. It's the shadow and the warp. It's the 16-inch movement. So
and the cheeky little strategem you can do.
Yes.
To make the opponent roll with psychic dice on one dice. That's really cool, because then you're automatically going to fail that.
Yeah.
And then that's Perils of the Warp straight away, and that's like, it makes you think. Then it's like, do I want to do this?
Well, you saw I had my Demon Prince, and I decided. I mean, I didn't make the charge inevitably anyway, but I decided not to cast Diabolic Strength on myself purely out of fear that I was going to take another Perils.
Yeah, because that would have probably killed him off on that turn. But yeah, so pretty much at the end of that, the scores were 16-9. It did go into my favour, but I was quite lucky, I suppose, on what I chose on my secondary missions, and I was quite lucky on my shooting wise. I was doing really, really well, and unfortunately for Lee, he didn't do so well on his psychic dice, which helped me out massively on your first turn. But on that note, guys, Lee, thank you for an awesome game.
Thank you.
And as Toby would say, may the hobby be the winner, which definitely was on this today. But guys, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really, really appreciate it, and appreciate your support. If you haven't already, if you can hit the like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It helps us out massively. If you get a chance, we are on Facebook under as Twisted Dice, and we are also on Instagram as well. But as I say, thanks again for taking the time to watch the video, and we'll catch you again soon.